What is it? There you go. can't believe you got the gall to show your face here, you sod. Apologies are no good to me. Pay for the damages and get what longer they want.
I suppose so. Greetings.
Can I spend the night? I'll pay you well.
Forgive me, sir.
That doesn't matter. All right. I hope that'll be...
Thank you.
What's new?
Nothing much. If there was something, I'd tell you. Excuse me? You have a kind master, eh? Much?
Once again, he did not find anything. On May 5, the police stated that they did not find any evidence of an abduction. They believed that Lily and Jack wandered away from the house. On May 7, 2025, the police asked Daniel to turn over his cell phone. Daniel indicated that he complied with the request. This same day, the police scaled back the search operation. They had thoroughly searched a 2.1 square mile area without success. At the time I'm making this video, Lily and Jack Sullivan remained missing. The police continued to investigate his disappearance. Now moving to my analysis. Here are my thoughts on a few areas this would update its case. Item number 1. Based on information which has been made available about the disappearance of Lily and Jack, some people suspect foul play. They don't buy the story about the children wandering into the woods. The authorities asked the public to refrain from jumping to conclusions or sharing unverified information. They are worried this could complicate the effort to find the children. If Lily and Jack did wander into the forest, it is very unlikely they are still alive. This may explain why the police have scaled back the search effort. It is a body recovery mission at this point. The police indicated that there is no evidence of an abduction, but there is no way to know if they are telling the truth. It's possible they have found evidence but don't want to give away information on fear of jeopardizing the investigation. Item number 2. Lansdowne, where the children lived, is a rural area of Nova Scotia. Only about 100 people live there. Many have been there for generations and are related to one another. The area does not have cell phone service, and many homes are in poor condition. There are an excessive quantity of ticks and swarms of flying insects regularly harass anyone standing outside. This is not the type of place that is visited frequently by outsiders. There really isn't anything of interest in Lansdowne. Their tourism numbers are
Hey, fella.
business.
By the looks of you, I reckon we can do some good trade together.
Thanks. I'm definitely interested.
Vegetation is thick, the ground is uneven, and there are many trees.
Netter vauval. Liebe Huhn.
It's hard to imagine that a 6-year-old girl.
Henry, my lady, and I serve Sir Hanish of Leipa.
Guten Tag, junger Mann. What an interesting coincidence. I am Ada von Lippe, but I have never heard of your master.
It's all a bit crazy right now. But Sir Hannes means a lot to me. He helped me out of a bind.
I am not judging you. I myself subscribe to the motto, res nullius cedit occupanti. And that is all I care about.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow, ma'am.
What's gesagt? Stray horses and trading in them are my passions. And I do not care about much else, junger Mann.
He wandered into the surrounding heavily wooded area and somehow disappeared from the face of the planet.
What is a noble lady doing among horse traders?
Ha! I am pursuing my dreams and desires, junger Mann. But asking questions like that is neither polite nor safe.
Forgive me, ma'am. I didn't mean to offend you.
Macht nichts, Junge. I am never cautious without reason. It is bad for business. Either way, would you like to buy or maybe sell something? And because it is you, I am willing to turn a blind eye to anything.
I will start with the factors that support this theory. Based on the statements made by the children's mother, Lelia, and the man who identified himself as the children's stepfather, Daniel.
Enough of that. Let's talk.
Naturally.
Home. There were no indications of a kidnapping.
There's a place like that?
Yeah, it's Chime. Join Chime today with the #1 most loved baking app. Communicating project status and timelines can be challenging. Turning complex data into clear, actionable insights sometimes feels overwhelming. And that can lead to misalignment and confusion. But what if you could transform project data into compelling visuals in a fast and simple way, without any hassle? Well, with Office Timeline, you can do that right inside Microsoft PowerPoint. It's designed to make your life easier. Just pick your favorite project management tool and watch as your data becomes a clear-cut timeline that you can then customize to fit your team's needs and branding. Office Timeline turns complex information into powerful visuals, saving hours of manual work. And when it comes to plans, pick what works best for your team. Choose Light if you just need the essentials, Plus for tools that offer greater precision and customization, or Expert if you need the advanced integrations and features that bring maximum efficiency for entire organizations. Transform your project data with Office Timeline to bring clarity, alignment, and results for your teams and stakeholders. Visit officetimeline.com to start creating clear and impactful timelines today.
For example, Leia and Daniel did not mention anyone in the area. They did not hear a vehicle. They did not hear anyone screaming. And there was no physical evidence supporting the kidnapping. Whatever happened, it was silent, which is inconsistent with an abduction. The authorities indicated there was no evidence of foul play, which of course only leaves wandering away as an explanation. It seems unlikely that an aspiring kidnapper would have randomly stumbled upon the children in such a rural area. If the kidnapper was a stranger and intended to take the children, how would they have even known about the children in order to target them? Kidnapping by a stranger in a rural area in Canada is pretty much unheard of. It is technically possible, but statistically extremely unlikely. A kidnapping perpetrated by someone who knew the children would be more likely, like a family member or friend, but this is still a low probability event. Now moving to the factors that contradict the theory that the children wandered away. The authorities almost certainly searched every area the children could have realistically reached on foot, yet they found nothing. Maybe one of the children could have hidden effectively, or what are the chances that both children would have been able to conceal themselves from trained search personnel? What motive would the children have for leaving their home on foot? The children's mother indicated they were not the type of kids who go outside alone. It is extremely unusual for children to venture into the wilderness. So one moment they were playing, and the next moment they decided to walk away from the home. It just doesn't make any sense. While it is unlikely they wandered off, it is even more unlikely they left the home with some type of purpose. At 6 and 4 years of age, they did not run away, like their mission wasn't to start new lives with fabricated identities. After Lily and Jack went missing, their mother left the area and blocked Daniel on social media. Did she blame Daniel for something? There's no way to know for certain, but it looks suspicious. Lily and Jack went missing on Friday.
I'd like to do something about...
2025, but had not been in school since Tuesday. The school was closed on Wednesday, but they were also kept.
Do we have a deal?
You'll have to make me...
Supposedly,
Hi,
Lily did
that's some...
with a car.
Danke. Und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Either way, it seems suspicious that the children would disappear after missing school. It points to this idea that Lily and Jack were missing for a few days prior to when they were reported missing. Was everyone in this situation really telling the truth? When considering all the evidence in this case, do I believe the children wandered off? Is Theory 1 the most probable explanation? In my opinion, no. Theory 1, while certainly not impossible, does not strike me as the most probable explanation. The idea that two small children, one of them reportedly sick, ventured alone into dense, inhospitable, insect-infested woods, leaving no trace of their journey even after a large-scale search, is incredibly difficult to believe. This only leaves theory number 2. Foul play was involved. This theory doesn't necessitate the stranger's involvement. Perhaps someone familiar with the children was involved, like a family member or a friend. Both theories, the children wandering off or the children being abducted, are statistically unlikely, but one of them must be true. When weighing the relative probabilities involved, I believe that theory number 2 is a better fit to the data. It would not surprise me if the police were looking closely at people familiar with Lily and Jack Sullivan. They have suggested that the children are lost somewhere in the woods, but perhaps the real answer is not buried in the forest. Rather, it's a little closer to home. Those are my thoughts on the case of Lily and Jack Sullivan. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. One concept that comes up quite a bit when dealing with mysterious disappearances is the idea of relative probabilities. I talked about that a little bit in this case. For children to go missing under these circumstances, like we see in the case of Lily and Jack Sullivan, this is extremely unlikely. This is what's called a low probability event. So if someone were to look across a wide geographic area with a lot of population, they would not see this happening hardly ever. So just the fact that it occurred is an unlikely event actually happening. Right? So it's important to start the analysis by acknowledging that something unlikely did happen. Whatever the explanation, something very unlikely actually did occur. So when looking at what could be the explanation for the event, it's important to consider that yes, all of the explanations are low probability, but because the event actually occurred, you have to use relative probabilities. So I'll use an example here that's somewhat similar to the case that I covered of Lily and Jack Sullivan. Let's say we're just looking at one child who went missing, and we know that this is a low probability event. We know it's unlikely that a child would go missing. And we start to look at the possible explanations, and we come up with two theories. One involves no foul play. The child wandered off on his own and just disappeared. The other theory involves there was foul play. Someone, no one knows who, but someone took the child.
At Christopher Newport University, we discover the power of curiosity, the beauty of creativity, the knowledge that drives progress,
and the innovation that shapes the future. At CNU, you will not just find your path, you'll find it all. Christopher Newport University, find it all.
Okay. idea that there's no foul play is low probability, but so is the idea that there is foul play. Both are low probability, but we have to consider the relative probabilities because the event occurred, that the child is actually missing. So say that we do the math and we compute that the chance of no foul play is 40%, and the chance of foul play is 60%. Well, 60% is more likely. That's just how the math works. So that is the likely explanation, even though it is low probability. Again, you have to use the probabilities that are available in the claim. It doesn't make any sense to treat the event.
What about King Sigismund?
Something
Do you
unusual
supply horses for his troops as well?
That old fucker? I couldn't care less about him. The arrogant disputes of the Luxembourg lion cubs has widowed me twice already. I will not let them spoil my business with the Cumans just yet.
My condolences. I'm sure both your husbands were worthy knights.
Ha, let me tell you. All the honor, titles, and power bring us nothing but debts. Eventually, they will be made to pay for it by us traders. The world is changing, junger Mann. Not even King Sigismund, the Roman Emperor, or even the Pope could pursue their ends without coin. That is all that counts here.
People are arguing back and forth about it, debating what happened. According to my, the only thing that matters is how likely an explanation is as compared to the other explanations.
Ah, yes. The noble impulse to take care of runaway horses that clearly have no master.
Exactly. Where is the good in seeing a fine steed harnessed to a plough? Or roasted on a spit by lowlife?
And I should think it's quite lucrative too, eh?
Watch yourself, junger Mann. A lady of my standing can indulge in whatever she wants, with impunity.
I didn't mean it that way.
Macht nichts, Heinrich. I forgive you. For now.
I must be going. It was a pleasure to meet you, my lady.
Farewell und gute Reise, mein Junge.
So that event by itself, not normally happening. Right? Usually,
I'll have a look at your wares.
children leave a residence, they make noise. They might say something, they might be screaming and yelling, they might be talking to each other, they might bang into stuff, they might bang the door. There's some type of commotion that goes along with that. To do so silently almost makes it seem like they had intent, which is extremely unlikely. Like they were sneaking out at the ages of 6 and 4. So that event, that action, is low probability. Now, once they're in the backyard, as I mentioned, there was this dilapidated fence.
I'd like to discuss the...
Backyard.
Das könnte
It was
gehen.
in good shape. Looks like it would be pretty easy to defeat for someone of any age. But still, I imagine that...
Do you accept?
You must be from a...
children had played in the backyard. They were
Sehr gut. It's a deal.
that
Danke.
the backyard
Das
was
war ein
their
gutes
domain.
Geschäft.
They were not to leave the backyard. They may have viewed those woods as scary and inhospitable, which would be an accurate way to think about them. Yet, here we see another unlikely event, unlikely action. They somehow were through the fence. Now again, I don't think that would be physically difficult, but I think that there would be a barrier as far as their thinking and maybe their emotions, like fear. So they open a gate, or climb under the fence, or climb over the fence, or whatever they did. And now, they have to make another decision. So there was some area around the backyard outside the fence. This was like a wide open area surrounded by woods. The fence really wasn't that wide. There was a lot of space between the fence and the woods.
Mein Herr.
So they could have stayed there. They could have stayed there and wandered around the outside fence, maybe gone to the front, maybe gone to the home, maybe walked over to the broken down RV or whatever that was. Maybe walked down to the street. That wouldn't be safe, but they could have done that. Instead, again, under theory number 1, they decided to walk to the woods. It's rough terrain. It would be hard to navigate, especially at their ages. Again, 6 and 4 years old. They're not physically strong. They're not tall. They'd have trouble reaching their legs over the different obstructions like branches on the ground and all that. It just seems really unusual they would decide to move into that wooded area. Then, even if they did, to go in beyond, say, 5 or 10 feet, or even 50 feet, to go way in, to go so far in that over 160 rescue personnel.
And to slow down your lifestyle. So we stay ready. Because we're factory trained to know your Buick better than anyone. Providing comprehensive vehicle care from tires and parts to ongoing maintenance. And keeping you connected to your entire journey. We're Buick certified service. We work to keep you moving.
Really unlikely. Like, that's another event that is low probability. So we have exiting out of the same door, deciding to exit the back door, and moving from the area beyond the back door towards tremendous outflow towards the snowfall. So when doing the math, I'm kind of looking at the total probability through the lens of the different steps. It's clear that this is something that really should not have happened. Like, it puts it in a new perspective to think about all the steps. Now, when thinking about the other theory, theory number 2, I mean, that's just a decision of somebody.
Christ!
It would not necessarily be a lot of low probability actions that had to conspire to make it occur. It could have just been one person deciding they were going to do something awful. That's it.
Was wünschst du, mein Freund?
So, when looking at that,
What's new in the city?
I think
Nicht viel. If you
that provides even more.
Show me your where.
For this idea that theory number 2 is the more likely explanation. I don't know what happened. It could have been either theory. It could have been some theory they didn't cover. Right? It could have been aliens coming out from outer space. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But with just looking at the 2 theories I've been working with, theory number 2 has a stronger position in terms of likelihood, in my opinion. So this is a case where I think
I'd like to discuss the price.
What the police find. What do they know now that they're not
Do we have...
You
anything?
Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price.
Clearly this
Thank you, sir. And come again.
doesn't look too good for William to solve it. But it would bring some peace to have an explanation. Know what happened to them. Day 2.
Bin gleich bei dir.
Was it theory number 1? Was it theory number 2? Was it some other theory I didn't cover? It's important that society find an explanation. So I hope the investigators have succeeded. You tell the chap is a friend who will play jam.
One beer, please.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Das sieht gar nicht so schlimm aus. Just clean up a bit. Diese Schweine. Die ekelhaften Schweine. Who do they think is going to...
Fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Hello.
I'm going. Here's your YouTube video for today. Haha, Cody, Dawn King, listen sweet. You'll be waiting for us once and twice. So give me a healthy tip. That'd be amazing. Thank you so much. It was a simple. Now, we all know DoorDash drivers,
What do you need, sir?
Uber drivers, they have to go through a lot of shit. They deal with broke people, people that request items they didn't order in the special instructions and then get pissed when they don't show up. Stuff like that. Stuff like you not pressing the like button, for example, in my simulation. Like, that's fucking bullshit, alright? That's bullshit. This is premium fucking slop. I brought it to you on time, once time, and if you didn't,
Don't be coy. My wares will bring you joy. Great. Happy to be of service. So take care, sir. A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Both their shitty breaths turning into one, just putrid snake breath, just walk into this.
Alright. I gotta find out what the gold arrow means. Okay, so it just means it's positively affected by a purpose. Sweet.
And shut up and drive, but you can unassign. It's just like, that's so funny. This is a huge miscommunication. The bitch will want the package. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve the package. I don't deserve getting any packages. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already unassigned. Big misunderstanding. It's okay. I suck. Why did I name my business a stupid name? God, fucking idiot. Your Dasher. Your food was destroyed by an altercation between your first Dasher and BJ's staff. They're refusing to remake the order. You know what? If I got this message, I mean, first of all, I would be a little bit pissed because it's like I'm hungry and waiting for my food. But like, I would also kind of be like impressed. Like, your food was destroyed. That's awesome. Like, that, I just picture someone putting my food in like an incinerator. Your food was destroyed. How is it destroyed? What do you mean destroyed? Like someone punched it so many times that it's just inedible? How do you destroy food? What was this altercation that the food got in the middle? Or perhaps the Dasher had the food in his hand. He's taking swings at the other guy, and it's swinging it around, and chicken fingers are fucking flying all over the place. I don't know. But your first mistake was ordering from BJ's.
What parts of my equipment though? Oh.
Oil change on your car? Yep. Yep. How long is that going to take? My food is getting cold while you're getting an oil change. I'm confused as to why you accepted if you're getting an oil change. That's wild. Shit, give it to somebody else then, boo. You accepted it. The fuck?
Embroidered coat.
Change your Dasher then, Goofy. I do what I feel.
Taylor skin, dude. Maybe not. You want no debuffs, bro.
on me.
How am I doing money-wise?
Okay, so I guess this video is, it's also about...
That'd be great. Alright. Let's go get that thunderstone, baby. Let's go back to Shukdal.
It's always the broke dudes. I am here. Damn, you are cute. Can I get your number? You broke. No tip. I did leave a tip. Good night, Richard. Good night. Next week I'll leave a 20 tip if it's you. I don't understand. So this guy went down to the car, got the food, came back, and then used DoorDash.
I've been here, right?
You know what? I just... Yeah, I mean, shouldn't be getting under delivery.
That's the shit.
Don't do it, but do it to the person's face. No, you shouldn't. That would be more comfortable. Probably better digitally, especially the app where it's anonymous. This is freaking me out, though. Good night. Next week I'll leave a 20 tip if it's you. Please try and accept my order somehow. I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you a 20 tip. A 20 tip? You know, put the fucking $sign in there. A 20 tip? A 20 tip. Why is that so creepy? Yes, someone in the comments should have called it dick. Now that would have been a joke. Using a sexual word like that, which is also short for Richard. I mean, yeah. Came across this alley while dashing the other night. It's 1 a.m., foggy in the hood, and the street lights were flickering. Needless to say, we went to help. I know this picture is hard to make. This picture's so big.
Oh, that is. Oh, castle, huh? Why is my reputation bad here, though?
Betrothed. Was the right word there, but it sounded good. Bro ordering food just to troll the delivery drivers.
Talents.
You have a mirror outside of your apartment that confuses Uber Eats. I don't understand. What's
You can fast travel, that's right. Yep. Okay. We're gonna do this thunderstone bullshit. Let's just do it, right? Alright, let's go to Behenovitz. Seriously. Bend a horse and find the devil's eye. I thought I was in Behenovitz.
Good old fashioned comedy. No one's getting harmed. No one's. It's a prank. It's a great prank. Even though it's also an unintentional prank. It's like I like they don't immediately realize what's happening. They're like, there's like a second or two of pure confusion. I like the way what's going on? Why did I order food and deliver it? Also, perhaps I am the order. Oh my god, you DoorDashing shit like this. Hello cake, double-sided stroker massage. A double-sided toy for men. Let's come in on this person. But like not that horny where they are just gonna jack off. No, they can wait. It's an ambiguous one. It's like, please wait a day. Like I needed some Amazon, but then actually, no, because this person isn't that horny where they can like jack off right away. You know, they're not at that level yet. They're like, oh,
hey, good man.
What are you doing hanging around here, old man? Are you alright?
Not entirely. I'm Sir Ježek of Holohlavie.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly sorry, but this is an ambush.
What?
Please don't make it harder for me than it already is, and surrender nicely. I don't want to hurt you.
Hold on. Maybe we can do this without anyone getting robbed. Can we talk this through?
Make it quick, though. My life is slipping away, and the sooner this unpleasantness ends, the better.
What kind of peculiar robber are you?
Robber? How dare you insult me so?
What else should I call you?
I am a man of honor. Only I've been a bit down on my luck recently.
So it seems. Even this ambush isn't working out too well for you. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
Your money or your life? That usually does the trick.
But I don't want to take your life. I just want money.
Can't you find some fucking other way to earn coin? You said you're a knight, right? So go and serve some lord.
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them, I'm useless as a knight.
Someone stole your horse and gear? How?
It's a long story.
No matter. I have time enough.
I made my living through honourable service. Most recently as a mercenary in King Sigismund's service.
Well, the king certainly didn't pay badly. What went wrong?
Our unit was tasked with requisition supplies in Betschwar. That's a village not far from here. Zavish of Garbov, my commander, said the people were starting to cheat the army on supplies. So we were to reweigh and recount everything. And he was right. They were slipping sand into the flour sacks. And they were playing dumb about it. Zavish lost it. And the requisitioning turned into plundering.
Well, it's not pretty. But these people knew what they were up against. If they'd been honest...
Then they'd have nothing left. Wherever the requisitioning unit goes, even the mice starve. I went to Zavish to stop it. What's chivalrous about plundering and killing innocents? In the end, I challenged him to a duel. We wagered our honor, our armor, and our horses.
And you lost it all?
And with it, my place in the army.
Why did you wager everything in the first place? Is it some kind of knightly tradition?
Not always. It's a gesture to show that you really will defend your point of view at all costs.
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back. And you seemed like a skilled fighter. That's why I chose you. If I must do something so despicable as robbing people, then at least they should be capable of defending themselves.
And how much money do you actually need?
Heaven knows. In truth, I don't know if Zavish will speak to me at all, but I have to at least try.
What if I tried to help you? I'll go to your commander and try to convince him to give it all back.
You'd do that for me?
Oh, I offered, didn't I? So, where can I find this man?
In Sigismund's camp. His name is Zavish of Garbov. He has a black eagle and 3 yellow stones on his coat of arms. He's got a rather inconspicuous tent above the camp kitchen. Hopefully you'll find it.
And how will I recognize your things? Is your coat of arms on there?
Of course. On my cuirass and on the caparison of my horse Gringolet. It's the same as I have on my shield here. A black raven with a ring in its beak on a yellow ground. If you get my things back from Zavish, come and see me in the tavern in Pshitok. They let me sleep in the hay there.
Yeah, not doing this today. It's random side quests on the road, though. It's kind of... Okay. Alright, where are we? How close was I? Halfway. Oh, wait a minute. Put the headset back on. Come on, young girl. Stop by. Probably an ambush.
You made it after all. And here I was thinking you'd never come.
So I just want to say thank you for picking up my cookie. You eat your cookie. We're going to have a big problem. Is my cookie doing good? Call me.
You made it after all. And here I was thinking you'd never come. Hey, do you hear me? I'm talking to you. Hey, over here.
How are you? I believe you're mistaken. I'm just passing by. Come here!
You made it after all. And here I was thinking you'd never
See how this
come.
bitch is gonna scam me now.
How are you? I believe you're mistaken. I'm just passing by. Are you sure it's me you're waiting for?
You and no other.
Do we know each other? You don't look familiar.
No, we don't. But we were destined to meet.
What do you mean?
I dreamt about you on St. John's Eve, and then again a few more times.
Are you confusing me with someone else?
Oh no, I had a dream about you, and you looked exactly like this. Those eyes, the hair, that nose, exactly as I remember it.
Well, all right. What is it you need?
What do you think? A groom?
A groom? It's a little hasty for my liking. I mean, I've never seen you before in my life.
That is of no matter. See, on St. John's Eve, all us village girls floated wreaths. Hannah's bobbed its way to the other bank. Eliza's fell to pieces, but mine floated the furthest of all. And then that night, I dreamt of you.
What was that you said about wreaths?
You're not from around these parts, are you? Me and the girls release them on the water every St. John's Eve. If your wreath reaches the other side, it means you will soon be married. But if it sinks or breaks up, yours will be a miserable marriage. And mine got swept downstream to who knows where.
And that means...
When I wed, my husband will take me away from here.
You say you dreamt about me?
And more than once at that. But the first time was on St. John's Eve, and that means something.
Does it now? And what?
That it will come true. I picked 9 flowers at night, put them under my pillow, and you know the rest.
Thanks for the explanation. I don't want to dampen your spirits, but you must be mistaken. I have no plans to marry just yet.
My dreams. The wreath of 9 herbs. I did everything they told me.
And if you are to marry away from here, it probably shouldn't be to someone like me.
I'm not saying he has to be from far away. KUTTENBERG would be enough for me.
I'm not a city lad. I'm from Skalitz.
Skalitz? You're a villager? Well, it certainly couldn't have been you I was dreaming of then. I bid you safe travels. Skalitz, he says. What a woeful prize that would have been.
Cookie. Oh, it's because this drags on it. That's why. See?
Hear ye, good people, how you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale. But what do they say? Pay, and you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen? Pay. Have you killed?
This weird order, 45 items.
Are you the devil?
Whole drive, I was sure there was some kids who got a hold of
And you shall go to heaven. The prelates spout empty words. Their bellies may be full, but their heads are empty.
Fat and weird anonymous cookie. What is fat and weird anonymous cookie? What the fuck is that? Is it brain called fat and weird? What? Sister. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, 0 sugar. Weird. It's just it.
What's that noise?
Something you poking around that door for.
May God give you health, sir.
Here you go. Take it.
Alright.
Heal.
Greetings, my friend.
I need to find a Thunderstone, and I heard you might know of one.
Oh, yeah?
Who told you that, then?
Some wayfarer in a tavern.
Really? Which one?
In Suchtol.
Shit, so Andrew's already mouthing off.
What Andrew?
Andrew Ramhead. Haven't you heard of him?
No. And not to repeat myself, but what I heard is you have a certain Thunderstone.
I haven't got a fucking Thunderstone, and I never did. It was all Hensel's idea, and he had it on him the whole time, too. And before you ask, no, Hensel's not here. Andrew is holding him captive.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell me, what the fuck happened?
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers, but that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthen's magic stone from him to help us fight them like, but Tomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing, and then set off after those bandits. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me and Stislav. So, you come a bit late for that fucking stone. Not that it brought us any luck anyway. If I were you, I'd give it up as a lost cause.
Where can I find this, Andrew?
Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm sorry about what happened to you, but I badly need to find that stone. You don't just lose something like that. And from what you said, it seems I don't have much choice.
I'm telling you, that stone's cursed. Weren't you listening to me?
You may have had bad luck, but that doesn't mean it's cursed. With stuff like that, you're playing with fire. You stole it from Tomlin, so the power of the stone turned against you. I didn't steal it from anybody, so I have nothing to worry about.
Well, if you put it like that, that never occurred to me.
You see? Now tell me where this camp of theirs is.
You'll come across some ponds between Raborz and Bohunjovic. Near one of them, there's a fork where wayfarers sometimes camp if they're stuck for a place to stay. From that fork, follow the water downstream, and you should find the ruins of an old mill.
And that's where they're holding Hensel? The one with the stone?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. Take the hill and nip through the woods. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a bird's eye view of everything from there. That's the way we went too. But make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance they've upped their guard after our attack.
Sound advice. Thanks.
Look, what's your plan anyway?
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel. And then I'll finally get to the bottom of this shit with the Thunderstone.
Just be careful, because Andrew's a cunning fucker. Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask you for anything, but still, do you think you could rescue Hensel?
Yes, I will.
Why doesn't the local lord do it?
Because he doesn't give a shit, for Christ's sake. He cares nothing for the likes of us, understand? Hensel's just a stable boy who toils with his hands. No lord's going to do a deal with Andrew for him.
And how, pray, do you expect me to do that?
I don't know, just something. Because if you don't, I don't know who will. Andrew's a greedy bastard. Some coin might do it. Or you could sneak in quietly and slip back out with Hensel.
How about I just kill them all?
I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. But, you know, whatever you think's best. It's just, they're pretty tough and well-armed, you know.
I'll manage somehow. But the whole thing's getting so messy, it's almost like the stone's power is interfering somehow. But if I find a way, I'll help Hensel.
Thank you so much! May all the saints be with you, and I hope you have better luck than we did.
Okay. Okay. Right. Back this way. Look at the map. Tell me when I find it. Okay, so the camp's here. You said you're better off going here, right? Unless they don't sell it until after. See, that's the thing. She probably doesn't have it. I didn't even know there was like this whole town over here.
Greetings. God be with you. It happened. What would you like?
I'll have a look at your wear. A word about the price.
Hmm.
Do you accept?
That's more like... You... Thank you, and come again, sir. I have to go now. See you later.
It happened.
Hmm?
Just watch where you're going next time.
My respects. So you're doing that. Right.
Oh, you
I'll be right with you.
Jesus Christ.
Good day.
Can I? I'll pay, but that's enough for me. All right. I hope that'll be enough.
Thanks. Farewell, sir.
God grant you health.
Greetings to you too.
Careful.
Hey, listen. Say thumbs.
Thumb?
Good day to you.
I apologise.
Stick it up your
What?
bum.
What?
What was that sound?
You've no business here. Greetings. Farewell. Good day.
That's right.
Why is this all sticky?
Good girl. She always does it soon she's out. Good girl. Good.
There. It looks better already.
Hey, good about your case, mate. That beer. Where did I find a decent apprentice? Oh, please. People are always asking me to look around, but they're never good enough. I don't want some good-for-nothing in my house. I need someone who's capable and has a good head on his shoulders.
I'm a bit peckish.
You're no saint yourself.
This could be more of a pain in the ass than just fighting these dudes. They're coming in. Right.
You have a kind master, eh, mutt?
What a load of shit. Christ, pardon me. What would you like?
Show me.
Maybe next time then, sir.
Not only is it possible, it's happening. No, I mean the bit about shagging the nun.
I don't think this tab set up or whatever.
How can I help you today, friend?
What's going on around here?
Nothing much. Fortunate. We've suffered enough in this...
I see you're faring well. You have quite a large tavern, almost like a traveller's inn.
Thanks. I'm glad you like it here. But I have to ask you, young man, do you drink?
Of course I like to drink. Drinking reasonably can do no harm.
Exactly. Drinking in small sips isn't harmful, no matter the amount. And what's your favourite, eh? What do you drink the most?
I rarely turn my nose up at good beer. There's nothing better than a wheat beer.
Now. Why bother with that shit? Everyone who drinks in my place knows spirits are the best. Other drinks just make you dizzy and drive away sadness. But spirits, they heal you. And pretty much everybody will confirm this. Even our priest and Uncle Holba. And they're considered to be the greatest connoisseurs far and wide.
What do you make the spirits from?
I'll tell you. From everything that grows.
So even from mushrooms in the forest?
What now, lad? Do you know I've never thought of that before? Do you really think it would work?
I don't know. I'm no expert. It was just an idea.
Wait, but what an idea! I mostly distill fruit, and I've tried grain and flowers, but not mushrooms yet. Now why didn't I ever think of that? I'll have to talk to Uncle Holba about this.
Who is this Uncle Holba you keep speaking so highly of?
He's an old fruit grower and a good friend of mine. He once wanted to be a miller, but his mill burnt down to the ground. So he started growing everything under the sun. And today he gives me the fruit to make my spirits from. His son has already taken over the trade. But old Holba is still a highly respected person around here. He's known lots of the trees in the area since they were but a pit, an acorn or a beech nut. And today they cast a shadow that can cover a carriage with the horses.
I reckon you have a secret recipe to make the best spirits, eh?
You'd better believe I do. And it's a drink that will seriously even wake up a dead man. I call it my warming balm. And people come here from far away for it. And many carters from Prague even stop by.
And what is it?
Well, that's a secret. But if you don't watch out, it'll make you feel so confused, you won't know which way's up for 2 days. But if you know how to drink it, it'll warm you through, expel all the diseases out of your body, and you'll be as good as new again. Only I know this recipe. And if I can't find anyone to give this tavern to, I'll take it to the grave with me.
Why not? So what if you sold me the whole tavern?
First of all, with all due respect, you don't seem like you'd have enough money. And even if you did, I'm not ready to be put out to pasture yet. No way. This tavern is my life. I got my start here, and here's where I'll die. And when they carry me down to the cemetery, then I won't have a care in the world. I just hope they'll give me a demijohn of spirits for my journey, so I'll have something to drink up there.
Certainly. Have no fear.
I'll buy that recipe from you.
Ha ha! Not even. The sun will rise in the west and sparrows will start flying backwards before I tell you that.
Would you teach me how to make spirits?
But if you think I wouldn't give up that recipe, even if the law...
Show me your wares. I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Tell me the best...
I'll tell you some... Are you going to the market tomorrow?
I don't know yet. I'll have to see.
How did it go?
I went to see him, but he threw me out.
So hungry I could eat a horse.
But it was just a simple misunderstanding.
Bollocks a misunderstanding. You made a fool of yourself, more like.
But what am I supposed to do then?
I need to stock up on supplies.
Well, lad, there's nothing but farmers here. Merchants only stop. But if you want to buy food, I'm at your service. Or you can go and see young Holba, who lives in the village green and grows... Oh, and if you need to repair something, there is a smithy right across from them.
I need new clothes and shoes. Do you know of anyone?
The nearest tailor can be found in Miskovitz. That's the village through the forest here, halfway to Kuttenberg. And for new shoes, it's always best to go to the city.
That local blacksmith probably doesn't make armor, does he?
Nah, he's certain. On the contrary.
Where can I find...
Unfortunately, here in the village, the only... It's best if you can't miss it.
Where can I find a miller?
Not here. It's quite...
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
My respects.
Oh, well, good luck. God be with you.
Aye, God be with you.
That's your story. I'll never be part of it. But someone this tough with this mindset could have been kick dancing. What did you need? But hey, what do I know? He's just a combo welder who made 117 grand. Okay, lawless when you're 50 and fat, you're well on your way. Just can't be recognized. Can't make out what that shit is, but okay, I will happily die.
Don't be coy. My wares will bring you joy.
Go cry about it and then take a second to reflect on what makes you such a spiteful little whiny bitch. I hope you find what you're looking for here.
Onions! Strong onions! What?
That was such, I just felt such shock for it. You know he read that. Yes, like, foaming at him. It's not little. Not little. I'm a welder. I made $117,000 last year. Will a little man make $117,000 last year? Not a little man. I'm a welder. I wear the... I'm gonna make it fun of him. Make it fun of this guy. That's why I love that he's like, hey man, kiss and kick. Which I'm assuming, I don't know what that means, but it sounds romantic, doesn't it? A woman with pure drive.
Episode 600.
Realize their tax up now. Thank you. I make $117,000 a year. I want to end up spending that all on fucking tattoo removal services. Nobody can read your freaking tax. It's really good.
Boshin.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a video. Please don't be mad. I'm just trying to make you laugh. I can use a laugh, so feel free. Not mad either. Are you sure? You promise you won't get mad? Friend? Sure. It might just keep an open mind. You said you like toxic, right? So this should be right up your alley. You, dude? Stop! There's definitely a video of you fucking jacking off from the fucking bottom, looking up. So triggered, keep the deal. Keep us up. You tell me what fucking sauce we're keeping
Alright, perfect. Let's go. Let's go to the pond.
You silly doggy.
Whoa! What is it, Mutt?
Yes, here we go. Rested.
Oh, bloody hell.
Five of these here? On the other side, serves an obstacle, a recoil with fire. Recommending shoot with smaller powder charge. Up close, this gun cracks knights and metal like brushes smash nails on a rock.
Hey, so just so you know, after this creepy thing, you're gonna get a survey. Just feel free to, rate me in terms of like if you've ever gotten a text like this from a guy. Just curious. It's from a supervisor. All right, here we go. We got full profile breakdown. Okay. My ideal partner.
I'll take these.
Nice work. It embodies the following qualities, and it starts with a body quality. Poetry right there, guy. I deeply admire women who boldly take control of their appearance in ways that make them feel empowered, expressing themselves artfully.
Wait, what was it? Was that not a weapon? Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Physique, body types, fit and lean physique. Self-care. Takes pride in personal appearance, including hair and nails. If we hit it off, I have no problem paying for that. And prioritizes her mental health. Very love languages. Physical affection and quality time. Communication. Active listener with the ability to ask insightful questions. Does not like / pet peeves. Watching sports. If you like to, that's okay. I'll go with you every so often. Seafood. If you like seafood, that's okay. I'll still go with you.
Oh, wow.
People who don't contribute to those communication where I'm with / asking questions. Those who generalize, those who assume, not attracting smokers. When I ask questions, the other person answers me, asks back, or asks a new question. That's a big red communication plus. Okay, so he says he hates lack of communication. But then if you're communicating, if you ask another question to keep the conversation going, then that's a red flag, and that's bad communication. So then how the fuck, what's supposed to happen? Just him asking questions and you answering them, that's it? Sounds like an interview. Doesn't sound like a conversation. 6'1", ENTJ, what is that? Oh, it's a Myers-Briggs. ENTJ, competitive, provide, independent thinker, stoic, playful, passionate executive. That's so funny. I wear this suit with passion. I love business. I'm a passionate executive. I'm in love with spreadsheets. Musician and martial arts man seeks fit, talkative, social, playful, affectionate.
Oh, that just weighs anything, though, really. Alright, let's go. Here.
Alright, so I don't know, like, this guy, there's a URL in the data profile, and there's a really, there's like a really technically cool, something about the website is like a profile on the web. So now it's like a jump to it, literally. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching today. As you know, I'm very super selfie. The like button. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more, yeah, it's always actually, I just ask you to like the video, but I really don't give a care. I don't really care either way, honestly. If you don't, just know that you
Whoa!
What time is it? 5 p.m. first.
Hey, looks around sheepishly. Are you maybe, going to upload some footage? Waits in a nervous excitement to your response. As you can tell, I'm pretty excited to start editing. Laughed out of embarrassment. We're on this subreddit, which goes, of course, up to get this great advertising. The real life forum is so important to clarity compared to other webs. Including the both. Wait. And the reason is right in front of you. Because the truth is new. It's just of course, up to get saved. This is waiting nervously. The backstory behind this one is telling a guy I went on one date with that he can't come to my sister's wedding. Okay, you want to hear that, right?
lines! Don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
You felt like it'd be such a big deal? I mean, Jesus Christ, the mess of me. It was a kiss. I wasn't trying to fuck you in public. Dude, stop calling me a word. You said you were on your way to work. Fine, bitch. Now, which one is it? Are you at work or on your way? I don't know what kind of fucking meat is, all right? I'm not psychic. This guy is crashing.
I beg you! Don't leave me here!
This is it. He's crashing the fuck out. Dude, this thing has 0%. How are you so bent out of speed? Why are you analyzing, like, what is it? If you're doing that means that this place is all this shit. I knew you had some fucking plan in front of you. You got pretty real, pretty strong, and so much fun at times. I just that literally doesn't make any sense. When I was doing the first place was what I was interested in. That I wanted us to go to potatoes and second place. That's what I was interested in. I saw in like video.
Eh?
Being a little unclean. Over text messages and however, sometimes girls can be the same way. Like a video of your phone. You can say you like this video, she seems like a winner. My boy matched with this chick on Bumble. I love this guy. My boy matched with this chick on Bumble and went on one date. This is their last interaction. Charleston, you're gonna need it. What's going on, Charleston? He said, got it, and then sent dodge bullet via OP. Really mature sending me gifts, you fucking Harvard. Talking about mature. Look at how you're talking to me. I would never insult someone I barely knew. Stop texting me. Shows your true colors. Chubby Morgan Wallen wannabe. That's okay. I mean, she kind of, honestly, she kind of fucking roasted you, bro. I'm sorry, but she won. She definitely won. I don't know what the fuck you're doing in Charleston. I need some fucking context here. What did he tell her? Like, what if he was like, I'm going to like a, I don't know, like a fucking racist rally in Charleston or something. And she was like, oh, you know, maybe she had a reason to just go ahead. That's what I was thinking, man. You got roasted, bro. What the fuck is wrong with this? I love those fucking things. I mean, you shouldn't be talented. Like, you just shouldn't do it. You shouldn't be doing it. It devotes you and means. I'm an 80s kid. I love kids and I'm so talented. Yeah, and emoji. I'd meme and keep this whole thread if I could. Yeah, probably better you didn't, though. I love Charleston. Yeah, I think that's my favorite comment on Reddit. Completely latching on to the to some inane detail of this. Oh wait, Charleston mentioned. Sick. I love Charleston. Yeah, Charleston mentioned. Honestly, a great one to start off with. On the girl side. Just for some instant. Oh, come on. Sim trolling Uno reverse winner. How's your night going? Better now. What about you? I mean, it could be better now. How can I make it better for you? I was supposed to link up with a friend tomorrow. We was going to do nails. I could pay for them. That's make my night better. So what do I get out of it? What do you want? How much is it? Not much. Cash out me 100. You see how much it means to me tomorrow. Okay, send me details. Part of the deal, maybe. Okay, I'll download it and send it over to you. So I downloaded it, but it says we aren't friends. And my account's new, so it's not letting me send it. Here's my cash out. Send me $5 and I'll send you 105 right back. So it thinks we are friends. You gonna send me 105 back? That's what I said. Okay, I sent it. Sweet, thanks. Well, what? Where's my money? What money? My 105 you owe me. This works for you? You match up with guys and ask for cash and people just send it right out to you? Seriously? I bet this is a first for you. Feels like shit, doesn't it? What? Are you fucking serious? I'm not disobedient. You piece of shit, Chandler. Sitting there like, what did you do? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll send you 105. Promise to get some stuff. What the fuck? What happened? Okay, just send me. You're friends. Send me $5 real quick. You're a fucking prick. You're a fucking prick. This was fun. This was again tomorrow. Go fuck yourself. That was great. Honestly. Really, really fun. That's amazing. So, seriously, I never met this guy. And just random actions. I mean, I'm sure he's old. And I'm sure guys do it. It is very bad for the city. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm not surprised that this was would spend like tens of thousands of dollars to like AI builders. So yeah, I mean,
the saints! Don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Eventually, the scammer became hostile. Started talking for about a month. I wanted to speak to him. He told me, I want to set boundaries. If we are getting more serious, I think it's okay. All the time we spent together,
What's that?
Better in a relationship than rules. Listed out in a went pretty well for Jonah Hill, didn't it? I want a $200 transfer every single week, plus 5 days for urgency and mail maintenance. Number 2, you can't wear the jeans you wore on day 2. Oh my god, and fucking just realistic. Number 3, I want to be called a victim. Not too corny, but not too formal. I guess we're scratching the damn girlfriend. I wasn't too late. I got a damn girlfriend. My damn girlfriend. Come on, get over here, my damn girlfriend. I want time. I'm talking of this. Number 4, I want planned dates every week. Learn how to fucking type. God damn this shit. Because it makes me feel like I have dyslexia. When it's you fucking. I want planned dates every week. If it's your week, it's not your week. If there's an emergency or a plan, it's contact me or what was it? Time me. Number 6, access to all of your social media and will give you there's not shit time. Number 7, prove you don't have a criminal record. Number 8, members of your ex check if you don't have a
Okay.
Reported by Steven, your ex-boyfriend, to see where you guys dated from 2017 to 2019. Just wondering any sort of weird either gameplay or no? Great. No peace stuff? No? Great. Thanks. So, everything. Okay, cool. Great. Yeah, perfect. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Number 9.
It's not that bad here. Believe me. We're not caught up in any battles. And what we're owed in pay, we can grab from the villagers around here. We may well be the best off of any troops. I mean, we're well stocked here. There's plenty more where that came from. No worries there. When we're done here, we won't be badly off. Hey, or not.
I'll take your word
Hey?
for it, Andrew. But you're right. Other than that reason, it's actually pretty quiet around here. A bit boring, to be honest.
Don't be a fool. Better to be bored than march into battle and die bleeding in the field.
I want to see you then. See with you what we're on stage 2. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's been long enough on number 2. You got an absolute straight. I'm not like a barrage of other bullets. That one isn't just an absolute straight. You're being shot directly by this woman. But you got astray from another shooting that was. That's what happened. You can't wear the jeans you. I'm proud of these feelings, bro. That's so funny. That's number 2. That one was way more important than access to all of your social media and members of your ex's church. Those were all less important than you. They must have been so bad. Were they the jewels? Just the raw fucking heat constant jewels. There's nice here. It's not like there's not
pizzle!
By all the saints, don't
Intruder!
leave me here!
Get over
Please,
here!
untie me!
I'm convinced that the office is greater than, friends is greater than, fight me. That's his response, right? Friends is greater than, fight me. You're so insecure about the show itself that despite obscene, I've not mentioned the name anywhere. You're so insecure about the show itself that despite obscene, I've not mentioned the name anywhere. Just like a foolish soul reply. What's more idiotic than this? No doubt your friends. Get something clear. But if you're gonna do it, just read it over one time. Or read it over after. I'm sure you can edit. Stop fighting for long-lost cliches and wasting all our time. Oh wait, no good show needs a background supporting laughing Q entirely for 10 seasons. Depicts how third grade it is to make you laugh just because of those tracks behind. Lol, it is kind of crazy. When The Office came out, that was the conversation. 20 years ago. The laugh. You're not being told when to laugh. The show is for smart people. But then 20 years later, no, it's still becoming third grade. If you enjoy a show with yeah, when I watch a comedy special, I mute it right after it delivers the joke. I'm not letting either of you whether or not I'm joking in this moment. What an absolutely miserable human being. Jesus Christ, I get loving the show, but finding it this hard to end it in private is just so weird. Friends is trash. It's not fucking trash, okay? What are you in third fucking grade? It's not. It's actually not trash. It's a fucking classic. I've watched it cover to cover. It's the best, okay? You think you're too smart for Friends or whatever? You're just shitty. It's just a good. You just enjoy it. Fucking Taylor, it's funny. Joey is funny. What do you think? Tabitha, right? Yes, it is. You can follow, right? I don't know. Let me know more. Nothing like that. I just don't know you. Well, this is quite awkward. Where are you from? This is quite awkward. No, I asked you out. You said yes. Oh, you mean it's awkward. If you're one of those dicks, just say so. Oh, is what you'll say to me.
I beg you! Don't leave me here!
I'm sorry that I'm so mean and evil because I give you a genuine thought that you just dismissed. Am I kidding you or something? You just think that since I asked you out, that you have power over me and you're just a manipulative bitch? You will read the 48 laws of power and you think you're so special because you think you're angry.
Quiet! Go!
I don't want to hear it.
Ah, fuck.
You literally pronounce the like they, bro. Boy,
everyone in! Not a bastard!
Stay in the country forever doesn't mean it's your way out.
Everyone get over here! We've got an intruder!
Yes, it's really this is a perfect example of something being openly using some people in so highly. If a man believes that he's cheated, he truly wasn't a real man. Real men would work through it and help you become a better man. They accept you with all your faults. They accept you with my buddy Dog said too. Hey, Cinnamon, I had a great time getting to know you, but I feel like you're not quite the right man. I think you're awesome, and I wanted to be upfront and about the same page. What do you do that? Okay. Honestly, those messages are never easy to like put it on a couple days before you seems like y'all just do to you, but you're like, you're cool, but I just don't see the future. I'm gonna send that message. That could be tough. And I
Eh? You're in for an arse kicking. Now that's what I call an opener. You can't stand up to this.
This is your end, you wretch.
Mercy!
Alert! Alert! Hey, show what you're made of.
Don't leave me here. Please, find me.
Bad luck.
Don't be a bag.
feel quite hungry.
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Relax. I'm getting there.
Thanks. Christ almighty! You stormed in on them like you were the Archangel Michael himself. Thanks for getting me out of here.
Whatever you want, but first, I need to get out of here, all right?
Are you alright?
Yeah, I am. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how grateful I am. All that aside, who are you, anyway?
Henry.
I'm Hensel, and I owe you though, in all honesty, I'm not sure why I was worth all that trouble. But grateful nonetheless.
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints for him. So he's safe and sound, is he?
In a manner of speaking. He got shot, but nothing serious.
What about Stislav?
I have no idea.
Ah, well, I hope he's all right and all.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance that I ran into Peter either. I was looking for you in the village because of the Thunderstone you stole from Tomlin in Horsham, who, by the way, is royally fucking upset with you.
Well, I suppose I would be too if I were him. But I have to say, the whole Thunderstone idea was the stupidest I've ever had. It brought us no luck, no protection. Well, the opposite, in fact.
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where the stone ended up.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. That's all that matters to him. From what I heard, he sold it in Sukdal to some farmer's wife, I think he said, Mlada or something. Well, from the edge of the village.
Sakra. That stone really is cursed. Well, there's nothing for it. I'm off to Sukdal.
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a small crag. Somewhere around there, they hid some of their spoils.
Well, they hid it all right, but not well enough.
What? You filched Andrew's stash? Well, good for you. Serves the bastard right. I was going to cast an eye there myself, but I see there's no need to bother now. Well, thanks again for everything, and God be with you wherever you may go.
Sukdal. And then PLC.
Here, Mutt.
And he was dead in the morning.
someone thinks he's above the law. The law of the land applies to everyone, and even the king has to answer to God's law. This man, though, he laughs at the law. He broke into the house of his neighbour, an honest businessman supporting his family. He waited till they were all asleep, forced the lock, and just wandered in. And
Where's
there
your
he
ma?
stole
She'll
everything
tell
he
you
could
it's all
lay
a
his
big
hands
mistake.
on. Just listen. Coin, jewellery, silver goblets, 2 pairs of shoes, a sack of carrots, and a nearly new jacket. And what did he do then? He went down the road and tried to flog it all. He said he'd bought everything from merchants and peddlers. And to cap it all, he charged eye-watering prices. But his luck was out.
Bullshit.
One merchant could tell the goods were stolen and reported him straight away. And before he knew it, he was in irons. And you can see the outcome for yourselves. He'll stay here till his back feels like a plank of wood, his legs are like lead, and his name is mud. Let this be a warning to you.
What are you sneaking around here for, you crook? What is it? Did you drop something?
Not your day, eh?
What did he do? Nothing.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer?
What if I freed you?
I'd scarper, obviously.
How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
Fuck my back. I can hardly feel it anymore. But recently some joker passed by and put a dead fish in my breeches.
Better the pillory than the noose.
Not your day, eh?
May God give you health, sir.
Can't go on.
I apologize.
Good morning.
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Raborsh, who in turn stole it from Tomlin Brookhans down Horshan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money. My husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating, and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
A Minerva owl? I assume that doesn't bode well, does it?
No, not at all. An owl on your roof means death is closing in. That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
to break. Let it be over with. Damn it. My heart's going to break. Let it be over with. Damn it. So am I to understand that if your husband heals, you won't need the stone?
Well, a stone like this is a precious thing.
But you bought it to save your husband.
That may be, but I'll not be wanting to lose that stone.
How about this? I'll try to help your husband, and if I succeed, you'll gift me the stone.
Why would I do that? The stone is bound to help him.
What if the power of the stone brought me here to help your husband?
I hadn't thought of it like that.
So, how about we make a deal?
All right, but only if you help him.
Of course. I'll take a look at him and see what I can do.
And please hurry. With that owl and everything, I'm quite sure the Reaper's nearby. You'll find Peter in his room.
All right. I'll take a look at him and see if there's anything I can do. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer. That may be able to explain a few things, especially if the patient himself isn't very communicative.
Aha. I see you really have done this before. I'm starting to believe that stone really did draw you here. So, ask around on the farm if you need to. We'll all be at your service.
Perfect. I'll get on with it. And I'd better check the whole room, just in case.
Do whatever it takes to help Peter.
Can you think of something that might help me heal him? Anything?
I can't. I'm desperate myself. I've tried just about... Peter is just an ordinary cooper. We've lived here for years. We go to church. My husband doesn't travel outside the village often. This last time he had some business in Pechkau, near Kolin, but he came back empty-handed. Breathless and confused. He was fumbling around here for a few days, not doing his job, just spending time in his workshop. Lord knows what he was doing in there. Then he went, he doesn't sleep a wink. If I stop sleeping too,
I'll ask him why he can't sleep.
Try that. He won't speak to me. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. God be with you, sir.
Peter, my name is Henry.
Another poor bloke that's to deal with me, as if Marder didn't have enough on her plate already.
I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. I'll examine you. Just by eye. Pale skin, dark circles under the eyes, a downcast expression on the face. I don't see any bruises. A few calluses and cuts on the hands. Nothing unusual. After a hard day in the workshop.
I told you, I'm not in any pain. Just let me lie here.
Irritability. No foul odour. Bodily humours aren't leaking. And you aren't bleeding.
But I will, when Sigismund's horde gets here.
Why would Sigismund attack Suchtal?
He does as he pleases. You have no idea how many villages he's plundered already.
I reckon attacking a village protected by a fortress is the last thing Sigismund would want to do now.
The fortress is what's bothering him. That's why he'll destroy it. And us with it.
I don't know about that. Don't be alarmed. I need to... No swelling. No cancer. Does this hurt?
Nothing hurts.
Your palms are cold. Your muscles are tense. And your heart's pounding so hard you could hear it all the way to Prague. You seem like you're ready to fight. Or flee.
They're getting close now.
Who is?
The soldiers. Sigismund's men.
Well, physically, you seem fine, Peter. It's strange.
I'm a weakling. Oh!
What are your nights like?
I just stare at the wall. I try to sleep during the day.
Well, it's certainly no fever or pain that's ailing you. I assume it's dark thoughts that keep you up.
I can't fall asleep. Because of all the noblemen who keep coming to Lord Pisek's fortress, I'm always hearing hoofbeats.
So Lord Pisek likes to host nobles at his fortress?
And what do you think they're doing here, eh? Preparing...
If Lord Pisek was about to go to war, he'd be gathering a lot more men here than a couple of nobles.
Folk ought to be scared till Mezoles is gone. And when I saw Abatovitz, Suchtol is next. I'm sure of it.
What am I going to do with you, Peter? There's nothing wrong with you physically, so it must be an ailment of the soul. The chamomile decoctions will help calm your mind, but you'll have to change your diet as well, so you don't just drink potions. Last but not least, some words of encouragement wouldn't be amiss. You'll be back on your feet in no time. I'll get things ready and be back soon. Peter, I have some suggestions for...
I'm listening.
You should drink the chamomile decoction.
Great. Another potion.
This one will help you sleep. Once your body gets used to sleeping at night and staying awake during the day, you'll feel much better. You'll see. Proper sleep will chase away the gloom. And if restlessness tries to take hold of you again, your body will have the strength to fight it. Every morning you'll be stronger and stronger until you're able to work again.
We'll see about that.
You need to start eating again, even if you don't have an appetite. First, ask Mlada to get you some honey and add it to your gruel.
You think some honey is gonna save me?
It'll give you stamina without irritating your stomach, first of all. But you have to admit Mother Nature has it well thought out. Where bloodwort helps with bleeding and feverfew with fevers, honey coats your humours so that they can't get out of balance so easily. Any melancholia wanting to take hold of you would have to make its way through thick honey. So it could hardly get from your stomach to your head. Soon you'll be as busy as a bee again, and getting on swimmingly. Which brings me to my next piece of advice. Start eating fish more regularly. Some nice fatty ones, ideally. Fat in the belly will surely stop gloom from getting through. Same as with the honey.
I suppose that makes sense.
Listen, Peter. I know you're worried about the army that's passing through the country. I'm not much of a speaker, but let me tell you something from the heart. If you're scared of Sigismund's soldiers, trust me when I tell you, when it comes down to it, it ends up being a one-on-one fight. And you'd be surprised how much strength and courage you can find when you're backed into a corner. So don't run from your fear. Laugh in its face instead.
I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about Mlada.
Then keep reminding yourself of that. Look at me, a blacksmith's son. Why do you think I am who I am now? Because I decided I'll never turn my back on my loved ones again.
You're right. I mustn't leave Mlada to fend for herself.
Don't run from the fight. Especially the one going on inside your head. I didn't want to leave anything to chance, so I cast a spell here.
What kind of spell?
I buried protective relics here on your property.
Where did you bury them?
I can't tell you that, naturally. If I told you, they'd lose their protective powers.
And what did you bury?
A battle axe. It belonged to a warrior who fought at Nicopolis. He's a priest now. He fought with Sigismund there.
One of Sigismund's soldiers? Then you've cursed us, not protected us.
On the contrary. The axe knows Sigismund's tactical weaknesses. That's why I chose it. I also added a monk's bone.
What monk?
One from Sasau. He performed great miracles there, helping refugees from the war and aiding the construction of the monastery. It's no chicken bone from a charlatan. And finally, I buried some eggs.
Eggs?
Seeds of life. If the army really does attack, these 3 things will protect you. They will weaken the soldiers, help you escape, and when you return to the village after the siege, life will blossom here again.
I thank you very much.
A bit of prayer won't hurt. Lord, have mercy on Peter here, and for you have laid upon him this affliction to try him. And you see that Peter, O Lord, endures your trial patiently and without contradiction. Unless you, O Lord, relieve Peter of his illness, no physician in the world can. I beg of you, O Lord, heal his soul and let his body once again find its lost balance. Amen.
Amen.
Well then, I've done everything I can. Things will get better, Peter. You'll see. Anyway, I'll come back to see you in a few days.
Go on.
Quality prescription coverage has been seen in from the health and satisfaction of your employees to your business's bottom line. Delivering has covered 6 years, and that's exactly what you get when you use Univera Healthcare to manage your pharmacy benefits. We combine powerful pharmacy benefits with personalized service and clinical expertise from a health plan you know and trust to deliver an approach that improves health, cost savings, and care delivery. It starts with the fact that our model is made for you. Through a combination of national strength and local strength, you get the unique benefits of a unique company. We have no financial impact.
I examined Peter, found out what I could, and tried to cure him. I'll come back to see you in a few days. Until then, it's hard to say how things will turn out.
Thank you. I'll pray for you and for Peter's recovery.
Besides praying, you can brew up some of the chamomile decoction. It's made of wine, chamomile, and sage. You boil the ingredients briefly, then strain. It's not difficult, and even if you don't do it exactly right, it'll still help Peter.
I'll learn how to do it. Thank you very much, Henry. I hope things turn out all right. See you soon, my friend.
What a day.
God bless you.
You cold people. Greetings.
Would you repair it?
Great. Happy to be.
This could... I need something repaired. Show me your wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
In our travels across the internet, we come across a lot of videos, people acting a little bit unsavory in public, adults acting like toddlers, you know the beat. So we've taken some of our favorite moments and we've compiled them and made a longer video for you guys to enjoy.
Let's get into it.
already this woman is no context and rippingly insufferable. Get wrecked. Totally no context, but yeah, you can just put cuffs on her. Yeah, that's fine. You just put her in back. Costco. This is at Costco. Gosh, if only this were happening where I would shop when I was shopping. Come on. Like a little Costco trip. Jackson loves samples. Costco is the bomb. So this guy. Sweatpants and fashion. This guy apparently pulled out his pepper spray and is threatening the Costco employee. We don't know why. What do you mean to the Costco employee? Costco's amazing. Those for the secret push.
Well, I suppose we can try.
It's fine.
Less. Aye, you. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Back 3 days. Good time to go truck ski, maybe, right?
God bless.
I want to go to the truck.
You've picked quite a... But if you have the coin, then I'm...
Here you are.
All right. All right, we're ready. We can go.
Let's get going.
The very rare occasion which I'll go to a Costco trip with you, like, you know me, I hate the grocery store. Well, at Costco, like, no, this place was the electronics section. There's some flat screen TVs where you're like checking out the bone chicken breast. There's no better place on earth. What is going on with this? What? Yeah, first of all, the way she approached that car was epic. Again, I'm suspicious of this video because of how well executed that character was.
Fuck it.
That one has me a little perplexed, man, because if she's acting, she is on point. And this run is one for the books, dude. Fully arms, like, she looks like she's doing the 40-yard sprint right there. I have trouble believing that, but that's the best acted one so far, if it was fabricated. Come on. I got it. You guys should
There she is. First, like, not even afraid of her? He's like locking up, or she's at the pharmacy. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here. She was trying to get some sort of prescription pills and was denied, and is going through gripping withdrawals. That's just a stab in the dark, not uncommon. It's become a lot more controlled in a lot of areas in the last decade or two because of what the pill problem is. But there's obviously people that go around and try to get them prescriptions from different doctors, and maybe forge one or something. And yeah, that is 100% speculation. That does not look like something that's of sound mind and body.
That was glorious. Whew. I'm gonna drink.
Yeah, that was awesome. Why, like, again, no context. He just comes in there, takes that woman's hand. It was the last. So what it is, like, hey, this is coming up. It's the last ham in the case. So I remember her feeling like that over certain things.
Okay.
Right then, out.
Let's go to Trosk, I would say.
So she told me I got the paper. I mean, we have the audience. I mean, I'm not trying to be. It's okay. You ate the whole entire menu. That seemed weird to me. There were at the restaurant situations where obviously you get a meal.
What are the odds of that? We meet again!
Riddler Barley.
The very same! And I have...
I'm curious to hear what you have up your sleeve today.
I'll tell you, but first we have to decide what's at stake. You solved the last riddle, and I lost the bet. Let me try my luck again.
All right, let's bet. Tell me what your riddle is, then.
Listen close. A bailiff has 12 men join up for service one day. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that he didn't have enough gear for them in the armory. So those 12 men filed onto the square for the next morning's roll call. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
5.
You're right. I knew your talents were wasted on swordplay. You know what comes next. What's it to be? Coin or knowledge?
I'd be glad to hear more of your wisdom.
So what's it to be this time? The art of drinking or some learning for the wayfarer?
What wisdom do you have for the wayfarer?
Much grows in the forest, but beware toadstools and true lovers not. You can pick them to be sure, but don't even think about eating them. You're still here?
You look like you know your way around these parts. Where's the best tavern?
That's a tough one. If it's a meal you're after. The Emperor Charles in KUTTENBERG. But the prettiest wench is at that small inn in Takov. I had the luckiest dice in Zhelyov, and the best sleep in a bed in Lorets. I can still smell the hops and ale, and the window looked out on Sedlet's monastery. Lovely.
I'm afraid I must be going.
Me too. God be with you. And I thought someone was creeping around here.
Back off. Getting off. That's a smaller area, I guess.
Good day.
What's new around here?
I don't know about anything. It's all been quiet here.
I need some...
Fucking steel.
Let's talk about the...
Aye, you're Great. Happy to be of service. Take care, sir.
I didn't even get the main level, whatchamacallit. Warmonger was pretty badass. I'm good on stamina. I think I'm going to take Warmonger, man. Okay, now.
This is the most infuriating video I've seen so far. What is she trying to do? She was trying to tell him that he can't ride that. And now he explained a lot to her. He's going to walking out of his way. Just drop kick her in the sternum piece, bro. You can tell me that it's very simple. You could still frame. Just show me this woman's look, and you know. That is very real. No. I'm saying that's real. Don't you dare try to ruin it. No. I'm just saying it's a repost. It's not like it might not be recent. I don't care. It's a popular one that an American have the right to question you. Acknowledged that she doesn't know the law, and he said that he can have that fight. Just move along. Then I don't think I will. Why are you not giving me Pugera? I'm in line. I've been waiting for you. Like everybody else.
Alright. Let's see if, what's her face got a couple hundred. Probably 180.
There. Good afternoon.
Would you like...
What game would you like to play?
There are certain states like New Jersey where every
Nice.
Let's...
Well, you want another?
Why did I even agree to this? I'm going to lose my money again.
Oh,
Why
well.
is this all sticky?
Now just this.
It's really pissing down.
Pissing down. God grant you health.
Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table?
That's a great start, damn it.
Aye. Beer over gold, I say.
Here's hoping.
Good day to you, friend.
Same to you.
And now I'll fuck it all up. Now I'll show you how it's done. That's enough for me. Done.
Wait, what?
Yes. Participating in this activity could result in you, yeah. Check out the fire extinguishers going bananas in the terminal.
There we go.
I think...
What game would you like?
Headline highlights today. As you can tell, if you are
I actually...
from YouTube, still in the hotel in Boston, and the background is a little bit different. You can tell now it's a little bit darker. I have my ring light, but it's not like dark ass. So I'm going to try to get things recorded before the sun goes down. It's been a long day of work for the Q&A trial, so I'm just now getting back to Also, there will of course be a pt39 recap that's coming out this Friday, where I'm breaking down what went down in the courtroom this week, some of my first-hand accounts and perspective, especially when it comes to the jury and their reactions. And it was outside of the normal release schedule, so you might have missed it, but you can go back and listen to this. And as a reminder, just follow the podcast if you're not already, because I am going to be putting out more Diddy updates as the trial continues, because I know you guys want to continue to remain informed about it. But don't worry, we also are going to be going through what's happening this week in the Diddy trial on today's episode as well, because I want to make sure that you guys are in the know, that you have all the details. So we're going to start with this first case, and it's about a mom who bought tactical gear for her son, who was actually planning a mass shooting at school. Now you guys aren't ready for this story, because it...
Whoa!